In this video, we're going to be looking at the press-up exercise for junior athletic development, but we're not going to be just looking at the normal press-up. In my experience, most junior athletes don't enjoy the press-up exercise at all, and they all do it pretty damn badly. What makes matters worse is most coaches and parents, unfortunately, don't know about the technical cues and can't really correct it. So with a little bit of creativity, I've created this press-up exercise, which is fun, engaging, gets the chest, the arm, the shoulder muscles very, very strong, and kids don't even realize they're exercising. So let's jump into it. So when we're performing these exercises, all you really need is some creativity and a little bit of equipment. Now I've got some boxes, some balls, some steps, some cones. You can use ladders, hurdles, pillows, steps. The idea is to try and use some different style of equipment so that these juniors just it keeps them guessing. And they look at it and they're like, what's this today? A bit of a challenge, okay? So let's put it together and see what we're gonna do today. So I've set up my little obstacle course, and I'm going to begin right on this cone. Now, one of the most important things in terms of strength is we don't actually want to, with junior athletes, we don't want to focus on just the bend of the elbow, We've got these massive muscles, shoulders, chest, lats, all up the top. This is where we want to add our strength. So what we're going to do, we're going to get down. I'm going to basically just lie on that cone to begin with. From here, my first thing I want to do, if this is a nasty looking press up, it doesn't matter. So from here, just get them to press themselves up. And all we're going to do is slowly traverse to the side. So no real technique in this. Just start to move across. And then the first one, I've got to go up onto the bench. And then straight away, I've got a little tiny press. So we're not overloading. I'm just going to move sideways. Okay, so now I've got to drop down, control. Again, just a little bit of eccentric strength on that left arm. I'm going to come down. Now when I get to the ball, I'm going to roll to one side and back and roll and back. I'm kind of just making this bit up. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go over the top. And I'm starting to feel this now in my abs quite a lot. So I'm in a good planking position as well. These muscles around my shoulders are really starting to warm up. So what I'm going to do now, hand's going to go into one, I'm going to get another hand in. Okay, so now my hands are really close together, slightly different position. This is going to be quite a tricky one. Back, I have to move my feet across, and back. Now my abs are really burning now, so rather than doing your planks, don't do planks, just do this instead. And okay, now onto my final bit. I think it's going to be the trickiest bit yet. So I'm going to pick up a cone with my right, pop it back on. Pick up a cone with my left, pop it on. Now what you'll get on this is the kids, their hips they'll rotate all over the place. That's fine. As they do it more, they'll get more stable. And I can finish there, maybe. Done. So remember, the aim on this is fun, challenging, creative, but if we want to progress and step a little bit further, there's a few key things we can do. And we're not going to tell them to try and strengthen your arms or keep your abs engaged or not move your hips, because again, this is just really technical and it's a little bit boring, to be honest. So we want to add a few little progressions. So the first one we're going to do is just simply use a cone. Exactly the same drill again, but you're going to pop this on the sort of lower or mid back. So if I pop that here, now a cone is relatively easy. You can also use a sandbag. If you want something really hard, you could use a tennis ball. And I'm going to go through exactly the same thing again, but trying to keep the cone on my back. So now I have to control my hips, my abs a lot more. It's going to be a tricky one. And what you'll find is if they haven't got control, go to the side of the hips, oh, and there it goes. And at that point, you can stop, put it back on your back. We can just go back to the beginning and start again. So once we've improved the stability around the hips by adding some onto the lower back, then we can get a little bit more adventurous. And we can start to change the height of the hips, the height of the chest, and we can actually add in some arm movements as well. So I'm going to go through this slightly different obstacle course. It's going to look something like this. So I'm just going to start here. Okay, I'm going to go over the big hurdle. Hand goes onto the plate. And I've got to lift my hips up and over the stick. Hands are going to go over as well. Come back down. So I'm going to just drop into 5. I'm going to get my chest onto the cone. I'm going to do it 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, from there I'm going up onto a slightly higher box. Traversing across. Now what I'm going to go for now, I've got to get over the board and back down to the ground without touching the other side of the box. It can be tricky. Okay, just about. I'm going to finish with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and done. Finished. I hope you saw the benefits of that. I certainly enjoyed it. My shoulders and my abs are certainly switched on. I quite enjoy going through these exercises. The key here is just to be as creative as you possibly can. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments box, and all of my social media links are in the description. See you next time.